Hey, what's up guys, Brodie here and welcome to 7 Days to Die. Now, I know this isn't the usual type of series that's currently on the channel, but I figured I'd try adding something new to the channel, some new additions for 2021. But if you don't know, or you are wondering, 7 Days to Die is a zombie horde survival game where every 7 days there is a blood moon that spawns in a large zombie horde that hunts you down and tries to kill you. But in 7 Days to Die, as time passes in game and you level your character, the horde gets increasingly more and more difficult. So on day 7, day 14, day 21, etc. As you progress, the zombies get more intense, and it is genuinely bad news if you are ill prepared for it. Now, to prepare for the Blood Moon Horde, you can build a base, or you can fortify an existing POI, or something like that, to protect you from the world of undead hurt that tries to eat your face off. As I said, this gets worse every week, so your defenses on the base that you build or the POI that you take over have to get better and better. Now, I'm not going to do a permadeath series with this, so we can respawn into the same world, but I'm going to try my best not to die, and we'll see how long that lasts. But my death, which is inevitably going to happen, is not going to end the series this time around. I may do a permadeath series in the future, but we'll see how this one goes first. But anyway guys, welcome to 7 Days to Die. This is our first official series of the game on the channel, and we're playing mostly default / vanilla settings. There's another biome over there. And as you can see, I've increased the game difficulty from its default, increasing it 1 level up to Nomad, which I think is the same as going from medium to hard within most games. But I also have disabled the loot respawning, and I've also cancelled and disabled the airdrop care packages, and I've also increased the Blood Moon enemy count from the default of 8 up to 24. I was thinking of increasing this number further to the maximum of 64, but I'm fairly new to the game. I mean, I kind of know what I'm doing, so hopefully it's not going to be too painful to watch. But I wasn't sure what level to start it on, but I do want it to be challenging, but I also don't want it to be a complete massacre, if that makes sense. And if after the Blood Moon Horde on day 7, which will be the first one, or as we're generally playing and I feel these settings are too low or need to be adjusted in any way, I will change them as we go. But I'll also always tell you what I'm changing them to. Now, I have played a little bit of the early game stuff. I have played day 1 to day 7 quite a bit really, but that was back in Alpha 13. And the PC I had back then was pretty old and could only run the graphics on their lowest settings. And even then, when there was too much like on-screen activity and like a wandering horde game came by, or a blood moon was happening, this would cause my game to crash and my PC to restart. And since having a better PC, I've played around 7 to 10 hours of Alpha 19, which is the current build of the game, Alpha 19.3b6, I believe. But as we progress towards the mid to end game stuff after day 7, I'm definitely going to be learning as I go, so I hope you guys can help with that. And the goal of this series is basically to somewhat conquer the map and survive as long as we can. Like I say, I'm fairly new to the game, but I'd like to explore as much as I can and survive as long as I can without dying, but I obviously will at some point. It is kind of inevitable being a noob. But we've spawned in what looks to be the forest biome, and there is a wasteland biome directly behind us too. But for those familiar with the game, I have chosen to play on the Navezgane map. I think that's how you... Oh, that could be dinner. Damn it. The Navezgane map, I think it's how you pronounce it anyway. Which is the default pre-generated map that comes with the game. There are other pre-generated maps, and you can also customize your own and generate your own maps within the game. But the main reason I chose the Navezgane map is so that you guys can participate in what's going on as well within the comment section below. Now, I know there are a fair few season players of 7 Days to Die out there at the moment. It has been around for a while, and if you are a season player watching this series and you want to help out, you're more than welcome to do so and drop spoiler-free comments, hints and tips and advice for me and any other new players to read in the comment section below. And also new players, if you feel like you want to, you can ask the season players and even myself at some point questions in the comment section below, and if I can answer them I will, or if it's something I can address in a future episode I also will as well. But again guys, treat the comment section as a spoiler free zone so that we can have fun exploring the game together. And with that being said, and speaking of exploring, let's crack on with these. Oh, I really want to go get that chicken, but I haven't got no weapons yet. But we're going to crack on with the starter quests. So, let's get these out of the way. So, I'm going to grab a load of plant fibres and this loose wood to get the ball rolling. Now, I'm not entirely sure what I want to do base-wise with this, guys. So, if you are watching this, I'll either make a decision off camera or listen to any suggestions that you guys put in the comment section below. I can either transform an existing POI into a base and live at the base and defend the base on the horde at the same time, or I can build something from scratch and do the same, live in and defend at the same time. Or I can have a solely like a defensive base that we only use on the horde nights and live somewhere else within the game. It is up to you. So let me know what you guys want to see down in the comment section below. And failing that, if I don't have any suggestions by the time I record the next episode, I will decide and choose something myself. But for now, let's get this bedroll down. And then we've got some wood, so let's have a route around to see if we can find some loose stones on the floor. There's some coal. There's a tree stump. We'll chop that down and hopefully get some honey in a second. Honey is for the new players. I will explain certain things and I will talk about things from like not in like a tutorial kind of perspective, but I will say, oh, this is a tree stump. If you chop this down, you get some honey out of it, potentially. But that is also mainly me reminding myself as well. So if you are a seasoned player and you hear me say something that's pretty obvious to you, just bear with me because it might not be obvious to everybody. And also might not be obvious to me because I'm a bit of a dum-dum, really. But let's have a look. Let's see if there's any honey in here. And there is, yes. So that's what I was talking about, because it helps cure against infection, which is usually what kills me within this first sort of early game period. I'll take this tree as well. I think we've got enough plant fibres already to start crafting the clothing, but I do want to craft a full set of plant fibre clothes. Let's have a look. We've got the pants and we've got the shirt. Right. And we've got a little bit of a cotton plant as well. So we'll let that finish crafting, because now we can search for, not plan, plants. So then we can craft the hood, the shoes and the gloves as well. Each of them have their own sort of like stats that they can help us with the cold and the heat resistance, because weather effects do bother our character within the game. But now that we're in the forest biome, I think I'm going to hang around here for a little bit anyway. So the desert biome and the snow biome won't be affecting us too badly within the first couple of episodes. And hopefully by then we'll have some regular clothes anyway. But we have 5 bones, from the little carcass that we've just chopped up, so we will craft a bone knife as well. Now, I'm not entirely sure what skills to choose with this character, whether to go down a specific weapon route or be a jack of all trades. A lot of people seem to lean towards the skull crusher and the sledgehammer route with their playthroughs. I'm not entirely sure whether I want to do that at present, so we will craft the wooden club because we need to with our starter quests. We can get rid of that, we don't need that. We'll move everything up here. Get rid of the rotten flesh and the nitrite because we don't need those just yet. And we'll move our club down. And now I'm also going to craft a stone spear, a stone sledgehammer, and a stone shovel as well. Now these aren't part of the quest, so I just tend to do these to get ourselves started anyway. We can repair that as well. Okay, so now we need to find some feathers so that we can make a primitive bow and some arrows. There we go, there's one. And it's got 5 in it, that's cool. So, we will backtrack to where our bedroll is. I tend to always like to do this. I like to backtrack towards the bedroll and keep everything in the starting area when I'm starting a playthrough. Okay, so we've got arrows crafting. We need a bow crafting as well, so we'll get those. We don't need the chrysanthemum flower just yet. We can craft some cloth fragments. And then we also need to craft some wood frame blocks for the next starter mission as well. Thank you. And then with the cloth fragments, we will craft as many bandages as we can, which is currently 4. Because you guarantee with the first enemy that I come across, it will be a bird of some kind or a dog, and they'll hit me and I'll start bleeding and I will need those. We want to repair the stone axe, bring down our wood frames, craft one, upgrade it, and then make a campfire. Organisation, guys. This is something I hold near and dear to my heart, and I do spend. Oh, we'll take that can of food. Yeah, I do take organisation quite serious in these games. We don't need any brass just yet. Now, that's another thing in the comment section below. You're probably going to be shouting at me, telling me to take all the loot that I possibly can. I figured I don't need brass right off the bat. Brass, as far as I'm aware, is only needed to make bullet casings. And I don't have a firearm or the ability to create bullet casings yet. So therefore, I'm not going to sacrifice inventory space for a tiny bit of brass that I'm not going to use for a long period of time. That makes sense to me. Right. Place the campfire. And then this will complete our starter quests. Okay, so like I said, guys, this is the Navezgane map. So I'm pretty sure that is going to be traded gen, potentially. But I would normally run up the road. I like to travel via the roads so that I can unlock parts of the map, points of interest, so that I can actually see like potentially future escapades into where we want to go, where we want to loot, etc. But when you start on the first day, so the day in 7 Days to Die normally starts at 4 o'clock in the morning. That's the time the zombies stop running, and it's considered to be safer to go outside. So at 4 o'clock in the morning is pretty much when my regular daytime play session starts. However, on the first day, you actually spawn in at 7 o'clock, so you already lose 3 hours of daylight, which isn't cool. Oh, hello. Hello. I don't know what your name is. All the zombies have names in this, guys, and I'm not entirely sure what her name is. But we'll give them names, or we'll figure them out throughout the course of the playthrough. But that's our first zombie kill. Hey, dude. Oh, stamina. Stamina management. That is something I am not very good at. So... or a good shot as well, apparently. Is he done? He is done. Okay, cool. But here we are. This is Trader Jen's. What we'll do, first of all, is we'll take a look around. We'll loot up. It's not a... what? It's a destroyed cement mixer. Concrete. Concrete mix. Is it worth taking this early on? I'm not entirely sure. And if I'm not sure about something, I'm just going to do it anyway. And then hope you guys correct me. Paper, I don't need. Nails, I will take because... oh, hello. Should we see if we can go up and snipe him down? Oh, it's Lois. Hey, Lois. That isn't really Lois's name. It's just that she's wearing light brown khakis and a green top, and she's got red hair. She is essentially dressed like Lois Griffin. Am I going to be able to get her through these railing? Yeah, I'm getting her a couple of times. You might turn her head into a porcupine. That was... no. And now I'm out. Okay, let's help Jen out. Let's do Jen a favour. And I realised how reckless that was. I could have sprained my leg or broken my ankle or anything like that. I apologise. That's the only thing I can really say, is that I'm a bit of a dum-dum. And sometimes I act without thinking. And ultimately that is probably what's going to lead to my death within this playthrough. Okay, let's continue what we were doing anyway. So next thing to check should be the Chem Station. Hello, that's also destroyed, but it has got painkillers, which I will take. Not take as in I will use, I will take as in I will put into my inventory. I think there's something in there over there, but first of all, let's check this forge, which is also a bust, but aha, now that is a good find. That is a good find day one. That means we can build a forge without putting a skill point in to advanced engineering, which we will probably put a skill point into it anyway at some point. But it means that we don't have to spend one of the early skill points on advanced engineering. And we can still have a forge. I like that. That's a good find. That is also a good find. So, someone else is knocking on the door. Sorry, Jen. Seems like I've brought a lot of visitors with me. Oh, tank top. Nice. Cold resist 3, heat resist 8. So it's... I believe these green figures are an increase on what I'm currently wearing. So it's 1 point more resistant to the cold and 7 points more resistant to the heat. So I want to take it and then scrap that down. And then cowboy boots the same. 2 more and 3 more. They're essentially shoes rather than bandages wrapped around my feet. So it is better than nothing. And like I say, I think there's something here as well. Yes, it is. And it's a can. Awesome. Thank you. How did you know that cans are my favourite thing? They're not. They're not. Shotguns with ammunition would be my favourite thing. However, we ain't that lucky. We aren't that lucky to find one on day one. The vending machine I will check in a second to see if that's got any food inside. Because food, early game.
Starting to think you like Dr. Jen.
Well, I've ever been here once. This is my first time here. Unless I have an evil twin. Do I have any jobs? May I see your inventory? May I see your inventory? Okay, so let's check the secret stash first. Let's see if she's got anything good. Oh, art of mining. Miners thrive on coffee. Harvest 10% more from all ores when buzzed on coffee. You know, do like a coffee. Hunters Volume 2. Wolves are common predators. Dangerous in fact. Do 10% more damage to wolves. Uncover more sparkle with Lucky Strike Art of Mining Volume 1. Adds a small chance to mine rare gems. Mining helmet. That's expensive though. No, like low level weapons. Oh, I can get a motorcycle for 20 grand. Nice. No low level weapons. I was hoping she'd have like a sawn off, like a level 1 sawn off shotgun or something like that. Splints would be good. I've not got anything that I can sell to you that is gonna let me buy that. Okay. Not a big deal.
One thing.
Not a bad.
There's always next time.
Yes, there is. There is always next time, Jim. Okay, so when I'm choosing missions, I tend to choose the mission that's closest to me to start with, and then I'll work my way out from there. So this is...
I will never forget you.
Okay, awesome.
Do hurry. I have a protection payment coming up soon.
I will try. So 350 meters to the south. I'm pretty sure that is good. Yeah, it will take us into the burnt biome again. I think it's called the burnt biome. I know is there a wasteland and a radiated one as well. Take it easy, bud. Oh, Lois is back. Hey. Let's use one of the other weapons. A ranged attack that goes with it as well, which is nice. Cool. Okay, so we're near the rally point. We've still got a good amount of inventory left anyway. So, as it is nearly 1,600 hours. Oh my god, did it really take us that long to get here? We will probably call this place home for the night. There's a destroyed workbench that has a wheel inside it. I might come back for that. We will wait and see. The wheel could be useful in getting an early bike or mini bike within the game. I'm guessing this is the way in. Hello? Hello? Hey, there you go. Man, you need to have a word with your contractor, bud. Oh, this spear doesn't do a lot of damage. Alright. Thank you. Damn. Yeah, that spear is genuinely, there's a lot of pokes that have to happen in order to take them down. Oh, green tank top. We will scrap that. It's worse. But we will take the needle and thread. Oh. Scrap armor. We'll take that because we can sell it to Jen. Even if we're not going to use it. We will, however... Hang on. What did I just take off? I don't need to equip. I heard the crackling. I thought the Burning Man was behind me. trying to play sneaky devils. So yeah, I'm not entirely sure I like the spears. I mean, I like the range and the pokiness of it. Pokey. But I don't like how many... What the heck? I'm getting hit low. Oh, it's because there's more than one. That'll be one. Let's just top ourselves off with painkillers. We're going to have to start playing smarter than this, I think, boys. We're getting mauled a little bit. I'm preferring the club over the spear as well. Alright, passing gas box. Let's have a look inside there. Another wheel. So that would be the 2 wheels that we would need for the bicycle or the mini bike. Let's parkour our way up here. Got dark real quick, isn't it? Ah, there we go. Okay, so maybe across the duct. Now, I'm not familiar with all the POIs, guys, so I might miss things. So I'm relying on you guys that if... We'll start that again. If I do make mistakes whilst I'm going through the POIs, or I miss certain points of loot or some hidden stashes or anything like that, let me know in the comment section below, and I'll either head back to the POI and re-loot it and pick up what I missed, or I'll remember, a wrench. That is also a good find for day one. Meaning we will be able to take apart things, and there's one of the pipes that we will need for our forge. Awesome. But yeah, long story short, guys, what I'm trying to say is if I miss something, let me know and I'll go back and pick it up, or I'll learn for the next time. I'll take all those as well. We'll see if we can clear some of our inventory space by crafting some more bandages. Excellent. So there's the courier satchel that we need. There's the burning man. Does he have a name? Right, I just call him the burning man. Right, he's an on fire zombie. Right, Johnny Storm. Human Torch? No. Nobody? That's nothing up there. Ah, okay, so it's going to take us into the roof space. Like, maybe I should be sneaking. I seem to be activating all the sleepers. Maybe I should be sneaking. Being a bit more stealthy. Because that is a build that we could potentially do. I could potentially do a stealth build. Watching around for birds. They tend to be... Nope. Oh, you shit. Right, let's get back up there. Yeah, birds tend to be the things that kill me, or at least give me an infection in the early game. And then dogs as well. It's one of the reasons why I don't like the... Oh, I think I can hear one, actually. It is a dog. Dogs in the wasteland biome, or in any biome, but they are more prominent that I've seen in the wasteland biome. They're a pain in the arse. They are genuinely a pain in the arse. They're hard to kill, they're quick attacked, and they do a lot of damage. So, genuinely, they are bad news bears all around. Still no birds? Awesome. We'll tightrope walk that, we'll tightrope walk that. Okay, cool. And this is, I think, the main stash. Oh. Trying to surprise us there, you one-eyed cheeky monkey. Yeah, that dog's really getting annoying. grain alcohol. I don't really need grain alcohol right now, I don't think. The ammo and the gold and silver nuggets I will take. Grain alcohol I can live without for now, I think. What's the resale value on that? It's 46. Might be worth it. Tell you what, let's eat you. And then we'll scrap you. And then that should put us at a non-encumbered inventory status. How are we going to get out of the house without aggravating the dog? I suppose we're going to have to find out where he is first of all, right? Purified water. Normal water and red tea. We'll take all of those. There's usually some sort of like hidden stashes. Maybe there's no hidden stashes in this POI because of how fucking... Oh, there he is. Right. Oh no, it's a wolf. And the wolf's attacking the zombie. How many arrows do we have? We have 12. Well, hopefully the zombie will kill the wolf. No, we don't need the lead. No. Did the wolf kill the zombie? Or did we kill that Mr. Bernie man? Hello? Did he come through the front door? What the? Oh, it's a rabbit. Oh, he's outside. I was like, oh. I could hear a zombie's footsteps. Sounds like he's dealing with the dude outside now. Okay. I can't see any hidden stashes. No, I'm done. Right, let's go back upstairs. And then this is going to be our little hidey hole for the evening. Because we're not going to make it back to the traders in time. And then find somewhere else that's going to be safe. And we are over encumbered, so we could potentially just wait out the night, wait out the first night, have a fresh start in the morning, head back to Trader Jen's, pick up a mission, and then actually start progressing and maybe even selecting somewhere to either build our base or finding somewhere that we can turn into a base, because this building is definitely not a fixer-upper. Like, this, I believe, is beyond the scope of fixing up for my first playthrough. But we will see what else we can find. Maybe something in the nice forest biome. But we haven't done too bad. We don't need some coal. We haven't done too bad to start with. We've got a little bit of ammo. We've got a few things to sell, i.e. the preciouses, and the scrap armor, and I think that's about it for the sale items. I'm glad we found this, but I hope Jen has some repair kits that she could potentially sell us, so that we can revitalize our day one find of a wrench. We could craft some more arrows if we had some stone, but we don't. It is night time now, so that is good fun. But I was putting it off because I was going to do it this evening. I was potentially going to do it as a close of the episode. But I've got 4 skill points. I have 4 skill points. Now, I would usually not pick a book I would usually pick advanced engineering and the blacksmith skill, because that gives us access to the forge on the first tier. So by unlocking blacksmith, we can then start accruing the materials and potentially craft a forge, so that then we can get rid of our stone tools and progress into the Iron Age. Now, I've already found a schematic that will allow me to craft a forge, so I will still venture into this craftsmanship perk tree of advanced engineering, but I don't necessarily need to do it with one of my first 4 skill points now, so that's a bonus. But now I don't know what to go for, because I usually like to get daring adventurer, because when you're doing quests for Jen or Joel or I forget what the other traders are called, Bob, I think there's a trader Bob, when you cash in your missions and when you return with your quest completed, if you have looter, you get extra options of rewards. So the rewards that they give you, it gives you an extra option, and sometimes those extra options can be books, which can help you learn things a bit quicker, or what the heck was that? Help you learn things quicker, or help you grab a schematic quicker, etc. So I don't know. I'm not going to spend these skill points, because if you guys watch this video and leave a comment before I start recording the next episode, it will give me a chance to sort of like read through the comments and then take your advice on board. Failing that, it will just give me a bit of extra time to think about it. But I'm thinking the daring adventurer. I don't need advanced engineering. I'm also thinking things like healing factor, iron gut, cardio, just to slow down our food consumption, or the decay of our food and drink meters, for want of a better word. Healing factor, so that we can regain health over time using the fast metabolism. It also helps critical injuries heal 20% faster. And then cardio is obviously what it is. It's cardio. It's rule number 1. Increase your stamina regen when sprinting by 10%. All of those very useful. So that would potentially be the 4. But as I'm undecided on the weapons as well, guys, whether I want to go sledgehammer or sledgehammer route, spear route, club route, arrow route. But the combat perks, I don't know which one is going to be my method of disposing of zombies of choice yet. But again, any comments that you can leave, anything you can do to give me some advice or some tips or some pointers. Bear in mind, I am very new, and if new players get on better with Skull Crusher and a sledgehammer, then maybe that's the way to go. But if it is more fun to play with and more fun to watch me swinging a knife around, like a hunting knife or a machete, then let me know that as well, because I'd rather it be fun and hard. That sounds wrong. I'd rather it be fun and challenging than easy and boring. That makes sense to me. I hope that makes sense to you as well. But with that being said, guys, that's going to be the end of the episode today. I hope you enjoyed it. If you could make sure you like the video if you did enjoy it, it really does help support the channel. And if you are new to the channel, remember that you can subscribe for more 7 Days to Die and other gaming related content. And you can also follow me on Twitch, Twitter and Instagram. The links are in the description below. Thank you so much for watching, guys. It really does mean a lot. Thank you so much for the support. I love you. Have a great day. And I will see you in the next video.